Hello everyone. We're in our last video going over checkpoint for chapter 5, and we just finished number 3, and now we are going to look at paragraph number 4. How would you like to be turned down for a home loan because of an error in your credit history in an online database? This is much more common than you might expect. What if you could not find a job or were fired from a job because of an error in an electronic database giving you a serious criminal history? This can and has happened due to simple clerical errors. In one case, an arresting officer, while completing an arrest warrant, incorrectly recorded the Social Security number of a criminal. From that time forward, this arrest and the subsequent conviction became part of another person's electronic profile. This is an example of mistaken identity in which the electronic profile of one person is switched with another. Alright, so here we have to figure out the topic. There's no headings, no special print, so what gets talked about the most? So they keep talking about errors. And errors in what? And they're talking about electronic databases and electronic profiles. So that's our topic. Errors in electronic databases and profiles. And so what is the author trying to tell us about that? Okay, what can happen when those errors occur? So we can say errors in electronic databases and profiles can result in what? In the spread of inaccurate, damaging information about an individual. Okay, and we saw that with the example that they gave at the end of this paragraph. Okay, so that would be a good implied main idea for number 4. And then finally, number 5. Nearly everyone has heard the phrase a Horatio Alger story, but what does it mean? It is often used to describe someone who started with nothing but achieved great success and respect through virtue and hard work. In the last half of the 19th century, Alger wrote more than 100 inspirational adventure stories that featured impoverished boys and rags to riches tales. For example, a young boy who might be an orphan survives perilous life on the street by selling newspapers. Because of his energy and determination, he catches the eye of a wealthy man who gives him a chance to improve himself. Through honesty, charm, hard work, and aggressiveness, the boy rises in the world to become a successful man. Alright, so what are we talking about here? We're talking about this specific phrase, the meaning of it. So our topic is the meaning of a Horatio Alger story. Okay? And what does it mean? What's kind of our definition of it? And so that's what this paragraph is. It's defining it. And we actually have a sentence here in this paragraph that defines it for us. But, like so often happens, it doesn't give the topic in that sentence. It just replaces the topic with a pronoun. Okay? So that's an easy way to fix this to create our implied main idea sentence. We'll put in the topic for that pronoun. So we'll say the meaning of a Horatio Alger story is often used to describe and blah 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 blah. Okay, so here is the point of that term. Okay, and so that would be our implied main idea. All right. So hopefully by going over exercise 4, the checkpoint and testing your understanding part 1 in chapter 5, that's given you a little extra help in practice and looking at a paragraph and trying to figure out the topic and then creating the implied main idea sentence. If you have any questions over the homework or you want feedback before you submit it, please let me know. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you later.